back, everyone. We have Cle De Peau today. Yes, Cle De Peau Holiday. Cle De Peau Holiday is one of the collections that always comes out a little bit early. Like the holiday collections always come out a little bit early. And this one is Stefan Cle is the person who's done the designs on the outside of the packaging. And it's inspired by a fantastical dream world. The delicate drawings by author and illustrator Mr. Stefan Cle bring Cle De Peau Beauty's holiday collection to life with artistic whimsy. Mr. Cle's chic and elegant illustrations evoke a mysterious, dreamlike sense of wonder, aligning with Cle De Peau's own aesthetic and resulting in beautifully embellished packaging for festive limited edition pieces. So if you know about Cle De Peau, you know they do a holiday collection every year. I have close-ups of these designs, but of course you'll see the designs as well here. And every year they are unique. Every year they are special. They are really beautiful. This year you have the purple little cloths with the, I think it's it's kind of like a train and a beacon that's on the packaging embossed into the purple little pockets, and they are limited edition. So they are at Cle De Peau right now. They'll be at other retailers. They usually are in store before they're online at other retailers, like Neiman's will have them in store, but they won't necessarily be online at Neiman's just yet. There is a limited edition holiday exclusive lipstick as well. There's always at least one, and it's Ruby's Spark. And to me, it's a pretty red, but I just was like, yeah, I don't need that. So I did not get it. I just got the Luminizer and the eyeshadow. There is another Luminizer and there is another eyeshadow. It is an Asia exclusive. If you are interested, DM me and I will tell you who to contact. I don't know about, quantities. I don't know how much there is out there, but let me know if you're interested in the Asian exclusive ones. I'll put up a quick picture. These are $504 for the eyeshadow and $110 for the Luminizer. We're gonna do the Luminizer first, and I just wanna say, if you've watched me before, and in fact, I think there's a video I have that I swatch all of the Cle De Peau Luminizers that I own. I've gotten rid of a few actually over the years. They are basically the same. I mean, there is differences between them, the color stories, and I don't want to give you the idea that there's no difference between each one. And if you really want this limited edition one, I'm not saying don't get it. What I'm saying is you're not going to find huge difference from year to year because these are like the meteorites in the sense that they are a very finely milled powder. And these are, of course, for luminization, which, the meteorites are as well to a certain extent. But some are more pigmented, some are more glittery. This one is not particularly glittery. It has a more creamy gold. I mean, it's warmer. Let's put it that way. This is a warmer. I wouldn't say it's particularly warm. I'd say it's neutral to warm. I think it's going to look really pretty on the face, but I don't look at these and go, oh yes, I must have this particular one because they're so drastically different. However, the packaging is different every limited edition. And so I end up getting the packaging because, the packaging is so beautiful. But the things I'd say about these is that even though this one isn't particularly glittery, they always have a little bit of that glitter to them. They're a Luminizer. They're meant to be, a little glittery. It's not pieces of glitter. I wouldn't want to say that, but it's something that is definitely going to be, you can see, look at that. Like the luminescence in these Luminizers is really impressive. So I wouldn't use these all over the face. That's just me. I feel like they're a little too much for that. But again, it depends on your style. Depends on, what you like. If you like that kind of luminescence all over your face, then sure. The meteorites, I think, are more, for all over the face than these Luminizers are. So I really do love the packaging. Again, you'll have close-ups, but I think they did a beautiful job. It looks to me like that's a train with a very large peacock. It's whimsical. It's interesting. Before I get to the eyeshadow really quickly, I do want to say what I have on my face. I have the Cle De Peau emulsion on first. I have on the Radiance Cream Foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations. This is in B10. I have on the cream blush in number 4. I have on the lipstick in, which lipstick is this? I have the lipstick in 211 Influential. It's a very light pink. I will probably put a little bit of gloss over it. The Cle De Peau glosses are fantastic. Very expensive, but fantastic. And then I also picked up another quad, another eyeshadow quad that I didn't have before. This is 6 Caviar Pearls. I've been slowly just buying all of them. I have, you know, a great deal of them, but I decided to get this one because I was able to get this collection at 20% off. So I thought, well, I'll get 20% off another quad. So they are having their friends and family sale. I think that'll still be in effect when this video goes up. 10% off 150, 15% off 300, and 20% off 500. Pretty much everything on the site, I think. I'm just looking to see if, I think the new collection is part of that. Check it out. When you put the code in with, I think it's friends, see if you can get the percentage off, but I think you can. So the eyeshadow. Now, the eyeshadow that comes with this collection. Now, first of all, if you're not familiar with Cle De Peau, these all come out. So you can decide that you wanted to put like the Caviar Pearls in this beautiful packaging because you like this packaging better, but you don't particularly love the quad. I mean, you know, that's possible. There are 2 things to remember about these eyeshadows from Cle De Peau. One, there's always one shade that is the primer shade. I'm gonna assume it's this one because it doesn't have a pattern on it. It's creamy. It's not cream per se, but it's like that bouncy material, so it's creamy powder. And 2, Cle De Peau, just as a aesthetic, is a soft, wealthy, like that's what comes to mind, but you know, what does wealthy look like? But you know, it's this very soft, elegant look. And I'm gonna ruin the embossing, by the way, the second I do this, but it's not gonna be, you know, super impactful. So if you're somebody who likes a lot of color, a lot of pigment, it's not like they don't have pigment, they do, but they tend to be soft. Cle De Peau is not for you. If you're somebody though who loves quiet luxury and you're also somebody who has, you know, I hate the word more mature, but more mature eyes, here's the primer color, more mature eyes, I would strongly suggest Cle De Peau. It is a formula that doesn't exist in any other quad that I've seen, eyeshadow quad, because of the primer shade that's in there. The quote primer shades do, by the way, come by themselves, the single shades, but I've only seen them overseas so far. I still haven't seen them in the US. I have all of them. I don't know why they're not here. All right, so I'm gonna use the pink shade. I am gonna use the little sponge that's in here because this shade, the primer shade that's in the Cle De Peau's, I would not suggest putting it on with a brush. Either use the little sponge or any little sponge applicator you have, or use your finger, because the problem is this type of formula does not really do well with a brush. To my knowledge, it's, you know, a relatively new creation, this type of formula, where it's a primer that is creamy but that becomes a powder, but also has adhesive properties. So, I mean, I've seen it in other brands, I just haven't seen, you know, it included in each and every eyeshadow. So this is a really nice color because you could absolutely, and this is true of most of the Cle De Peau's, you could wear this by itself. It's a very light baby ballet pink, but it's got sparkle to it. Cle De Peau doesn't usually do sparkle, so I'm assuming this is for the holiday, but it's very nice. I'm gonna take my finger, which I think is the best way to do it, just to show you if I can get, yeah, I can get a little bit more, not, you know, it's not coverage, it's just more pigment, because what happens is the oils on your skin, on your finger, help pull it out. Okay, so that's the primer shade. Now, depending on how you want to use this look, you can either go more of the very cool tone and really focus on the purple, or you can go with the tan mushroomy shade and the deep brown. It really does depend on how you want to do this. I'm going to take this tannish shade here, and I'm going to use that kind of as a a crease, but I'm also gonna bring it into the eye a little more than I usually do, and then bring it out. And when I mean out, like I mean out towards the brow. Let's do something a little different today, right? These are highly blendable, really easy to use. You're not gonna have any problems with these. There's not kick up. There's frankly very little fallout, if any. You'll see where I'm going towards as I do this. Stay with me, trust the process. Okay, so now we're gonna take the purple shade. And again, you can use less or more of the purple because the purple, you know, it changes the look of this because the purple is definitely gonna keep it more cool toned and it's gonna make it maybe look a little bit more like spring to you because some people don't, you know, wear like purples in, you know, this type of purple. It's a lilac, which I'm very allergic to, by the way. All right, then we're gonna take the very deep brown. Yeah, I found that out in college. Somebody sent me lilacs as like a gift and did not go well. All right, so we're gonna take the deep brown, and it is very deep, guys. Like it's surprising for Cle De Peau because it's a deeper color than they usually do with these other lighter colors. I mean, they have like deeper colors, but usually when they do that over deeper palette. The other shades in here are relatively light. We're kind of creating a wing, not a big one, and then like putting it along the lash line. All right, now I'm gonna take a little bit of that pink again. The great thing about this is that you can go over the look with it as well as under. And all I'm doing is trying to get a little more, a little more of that sparkle on top, which I think I achieved by doing that. All right, and then I'm gonna take the purple shade and just run it underneath just to tie it all together, put it over that dark shade on the outside, and then run it into the inner corner. Okay, I am going to put on a little mascara. I will be right back. Another gorgeous look by Cle De Peau. I have on 303 lip gloss. This is the like party in a little lip gloss shade. This is my favorite. Menania Magnifica. Probably pronouncing it wrong, but I love the shade. I think it's a really pretty shade. It's like pink with little sparkles. It's really pretty. So I love Cle De Peau. I've talked about it endlessly. I mean, my primer is either Guerlain Watery Oil or the Cle De Peau Emulsion for the most part. I have other brands that I really do like and I've talked about them and they're all good. But I always go back to those two. So here's the thing. I use a lot of makeup and a lot of skincare. In fact, I'm gonna have my Wyoming vlog video is coming up very soon. And in that vlog video, I'm gonna talk about like when I came back and what I brought with me and you know, what I bought there. And then I'm also gonna have a little segment of PR unpacking because I do want to show you guys all the things that I've been sent so you can weigh in on what you'd like me to try first. But, you know, I try all these brands and every once in a while I come across something that's really excellent, like In Beauty, which I had never heard of, which is amazing and I love. Yopoda, which is a skincare K-beauty brand that I think is excellent. Josh Rosebrook just sent me some things. Jackie, if you're watching, thank you for giving me the facial mist. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's a really good brand. So, you know, I do come across new brands where I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is amazing. But Cle De Peau has consistently, for me, been excellent product, excellent formula. Yes, at an expensive price. But here's the thing. For me, if I'm talking about luxury, I'm spending that type of price point anyway. I'm spending that type of money anyway. And I cannot tell you how much I value the research and work that goes into the products that Cle De Peau does, because I really do feel like they care about the entire market, including women over the age of 35. And for the most part, guys, I mean, let's just be honest, beauty and fashion caters to a much younger demographic. Now, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. I mean, you should cater to, you know, your customer. But I do think there's a large segment of the world that's over 35 that's buying beauty products. So especially skincare. So I feel like, you know, a lot of brands have just sort of left that segment behind, and Cle De Peau never has. They've always focused on it. Their eyeshadows that they came out with a couple years ago, phenomenal, especially for that. And their skincare really makes sure that there's something for everybody, but they don't leave out the people that many other brands have left out. So I am somebody who will always be a very large Cle De Peau supporter because of that. I think the designs are interesting. I think they're unique. Yes, I know it's just a case, but I do collect them, and I do put like my favorite quads into the holiday ones. This holiday one I actually really like. I didn't think I was going to. I thought it looked a little too soft because I was like, oh, purple. But actually, because the pink is so like sparkly, it's unusual. And then putting the purple on and keeping the browns actually to kind of a minimum, it makes a really beautiful look. At least in my opinion, for me, I like purples on my eyes. I think they look nice. So yeah, I think this is a beautiful look. This is one of my favorite holiday ones that have actually come out. I did not buy the red lipstick, as I said. I did purchase the Asia exclusive shades, the eyeshadow and the luminizer. It is going to take a while to get them. It's not going to be anytime soon, guys. So when I do have them, I will review them for you. But as I said, if you're interested in purchasing them, DM me and I will put you in contact with a person who may be able to get them for you. I'm not promising anything. I just may be able to get them for you. If you're in Asia and you're able to get them, then fantastic. You know, good for you. You want to buy like 100 of them and bring them back to the United States, because I know you'd have a great market. Okay, so I think that's it for today. The Cle De Peau is, I'm not going to really compare that to the other holiday collections in the same way. I mean, I'll definitely have a wrap-up video and update videos. I don't mean that, but the formula is really different for Cle De Peau. In my opinion, it's like, if you're in a certain market, that's the one to buy. And if you're only buying one, buy Cle De Peau. And the packaging is beautiful. So if that's you, this holiday collection is for you. It's definitely not neutral. It's not like the Sicily Toffee or the Dolce & Gabbana or the brown cashmere from Dior. The formula, like I said, is just so different. I really can't directly compare it to anything except saying that it's extremely good for mature skin. It's extremely good for people who have problems having their eyeshadow stay on their eye. It lasts all day, and it's just excellent. So this new holiday collection is definitely a win for me. I did not pick up the lipstick, as I've said like 3 times now, but if you have and you want to tell me what you think, if you think it's like the best color ever and I should get it and I've made a huge mistake, let me know. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon.